Hello friends. So today we'll discuss and today we'll do one project of three tier. We'll do one project of three tier architecture project, which is e-commerce project, and this three tier project consists of three layer. That is web tier, then application tier, then the database tier. We will do SSL certificate for web tier also, so that our application will be also secure. Okay. Now you will understand what is three-tier architecture application. Okay. So first one is web tier. So this is the presentation tier, also known as the client tier, which is the top layer of the application architecture. It is responsible for interacting with users and presenting the information to them. So this is the web tier. Okay, so here we are interacting with we are the first, suppose we are the end user, right? So here we are interacting with this website, so this is called web tier. So if you want to burger, or if you want to have some drinks, if you want to order, so here if you go and you can order it. So in that way, that is the web tier. Okay, then the application tier. So what is application tier? Application tier, also known as the logic tier or middle tier, which is the middle layer of the architecture. It contains the business logic, application logic, and processing logic of the application. This tier handle the processing of request received from the presentation tier and coordinate with the data tier. That means, what is the meaning of this application tier is, so suppose if you want to order something, okay, then from this is actually application tier. Okay, sorry, this is the web tier. So when you want to order something, then those kind of logic need to be written in application tier. Okay, and application tier is the middle tier, which will communicate with both the database and web tier. So for example, if I want to register, first of all, before going to order, you need to registration, you need to do the registration, right? So your credential and your order, everything need to save somewhere, right? So for that, here the database layer is required. Okay, so that is the use of the database layer. Okay, so here we are using database layer as the MongoDB, and here the three tier architecture is, first one is web tier. For web tier we are using Nginx, then the application tier that we are using Docker and Node.js. So this is one. Okay, so when the end user, that is we people are the end user, right? So the end, when the end user will hit the URL like myapp.gitdevops.online, then the request will go to the AWS S3, AWS VPC. Okay, so inside this VPC, how the three tier architecture has created. Okay, so if we go and check here, there is the one public there is the public subnet as well as the private subnet. Okay, so the always request will go to the public subnet. Why public subnet server? Why this myapp.gitdevops.online, what I have done is I have mapped to the this Nginx servers, that is web server public IP. Okay, then once the request will reach to this server, then the like business logic, if you want to purchase something or if you want to do registration, so those kind of request will go to the business logic layer, that is this layer. Okay, this application layer. So here what we are using is Docker and Node.js. Okay, so once the you have purchased something, or if you when you are giving your details, then there need to be somewhere mentioned in the database. Okay, so that is MongoDB. So here the database layer we are using MongoDB. Okay, now I hope you people are getting, right? And this is the e-commerce application for Aquila project. Now let us create our infrastructure. So what is the infrastructure requirement here as discussed? So here the infrastructure requirement is one VPC, then one public subnet, then the private subnet. Okay, then internet gateway, NAT gateway, route table, those things are required. Along with that, three servers is required, right? one is application layer server, one is web layer, then the database layer. Okay, so here I have already written the Terraform code. So let me um, initialize and run the code. Okay, so here the code. For that, you need to do Terraform. First of all, you need to initialize Terraform init. Okay. So once the Terraform initialization is completed, so yes, now it is completed. Let me create. Let me create the infrastructure. Okay. So for that, the command is Terraform app. Okay. So always remember, whenever you have written something in Terraform for the infrastructure creation or any whatever you want, first of all you need to initialize, that is Terraform init. Then you need to run the command as plan, so that you can know what all resources will be created, or how many resources will be created. Those you will have the clear picture. Okay, so here it is, it should show me all those details. Yes, here you can see, right, here BPC main, this BPC will be created. Then the AWS subnet, that is three public subnet and three private subnet will also be created. Here you can see, right, subnet, public subnet 3, then public subnet 2. Okay, then public subnet 1. Then what it will be created, it will create private subnet 3, then private subnet 2. Okay, then this one is the private subnet 1. Okay, so along with that, a couple of security group, that is Nginx server security group, that is front end one. Okay, then the application layer security group also need to be created, and the database layer. Okay, so this is the database layer security group will be created. Then let us see, another one is app server security group. So this is the application layer security group. Okay. Next, other resources will also be created along with that, like a public route table, then the private route table, then your private route. Those everything need to be created. Okay, so here also your NAT gateway will also created here. Then internet gateway will also be created. Then here it will create your Nginx server. Okay, then here it will create your database server. So everything you can check it from here. Okay, so if you want this code, let me know in the comment section. I'll provide you the repo, or I'll explain in new video which will be created for the Terraform course. Okay, so if you want, let me know please. Okay, now what we'll do is now we need to apply for the creation of the infra. Terraform apply, this is the command. Okay, so it is the interactive session, like once you run the command Terraform apply, then it will ask you, hey boss, go and check these all need to be added, that 26 resource will be added. Zero is change, zero is destroy. Okay, so if whether you want or not, that means here it is the interactive session, it is asking, right, do you want to perform this action? Terraform will perform this action described above. Only yes will be accepted. So what you need to do, if you want to go further, then you need to give yes, or if you want to avoid the session, then you can give any other than yes, yes, so that it will be disconnect. Okay, so here I want to proceed, that's why I'm giving yes. Okay, so now what it is creating, if you want to see those, here it is showing one by one. Okay, so here first one is elastic IP, it is creating. Then let us wait. Okay, so it will take some time so that it will be created. Okay, so this is the live one. Okay, I am deploying this application live. So if you I'll also provide whatever command I will be used, those also I'll be provided in the description section. You can try on your own, so that you will have the clear picture what is going on inside the three-tier architecture application. Okay, so let us wait for a couple of minutes, and once the infrastructure will be created, then we'll proceed one by one. Okay, so when we'll proceed, first what we'll do is we will connect to the public subnet server. Okay, this server. So once we'll connect to this server, then directly we'll jump to other server, that is application layer server and the database layer server. Why, you can ask me, why was you want to go and connecting to those DB server and application layer server through public subnet server? Because these public subnets, sorry, private subnet server, they don't have the they don't have the public IP. So from the internet, we cannot access them. Yes, one way you can access, you need to set up the VPN. Okay, so if you want to create your VPN server, then you can let me know. I'll also give the I'll prepare one video for how to set up those VPNs also. So let me know. Okay. So once if you have the VPN access, then directly you can go and connect to the VPNs private subnet server in real time. That is the correct scenario. Okay. But as we are practicing, so we are just removing that VPN setup. Okay. So in this way you can do it. Okay, so let us wait and check. Yes, now you can see, right, the this is apply completed resources 26 added. Okay, now what you need to do is you need to go to the AWS console and you can check it. Okay, so this is the Terraform KITS. That means in this server I have run all those Terraform command. Okay, so here you can see running state 0, like one server is only running. Okay, so if you need to refresh, so here I am doing the refresh and let us see whether those servers are created or not. Yes, now my other server are also created. Okay, see, one is DB server, web server. Okay, one is app server. So what I have told you earlier, excuse me. So first of all, you need to connect to the public subnet server, that is your web server. Okay. So what is the web server IP here? This is the web server. This is the web server public IP. This is the private IP. So as other server are in private subnet, so those servers should not have the public IP. Okay, I have already told you. Let us just confirm it. Okay, so if you will click on app server, here you can see, right, here only the private IP is present, and in this DB server, here it is having also the private IP. There is no public IP. So in this way, we can secure our application. So that is the best practice I can say. Okay, you can do it. You can try it. Okay. Now let us connect to the web server. So I'll do the copy of this public IP. Then I'll go to my CLI here. And okay, here let me select my PIM key. Okay, so this is my PIM key. Okay, then I need to do how to connect. I hope you people know. Okay, so sss hyphen I, then the PIM file name, then the username, as I am selecting the server as ubuntu 22, so I have selected the name as ubuntu. If you will need to do in CentOS or um, um, Amazon Linux AMI3, then you need to select the username as EC2 hyphen user. I hope you are getting. Okay, so now you need to give the @ then the public IP of that server. Okay, so now let us see whether it is connecting or not. Yes, it is connecting. Okay, yeah, now it is connected. What I have told you earlier, that once you have connected to this server, then you need to connect to other two server. Okay, so what we will do first, we need to configure DB. Okay, so we need to connect to database server. Okay, and as these both the server are in private subnet, when we will connect to individual server, we will just check whether internet access is there or not. Sometime by the misconfiguration, internet access is completely blocked. Okay, so that you can recognize. Okay, so what we'll do is now let me go to that server. So same way you can go. This is my PIM file. Okay, so how need to connect to the private subnet server, which don't have the public IP. SSH, same way, SSH hyphen I, then the PIM file name. So here I have changed this PIM file name as this one, test, then the username same way ubuntu @ the private IP of that respective server. Okay, so what is the private IP of that respective server? This is the DB server. This is the private IP. I just need to click on it. Then here I'll be going to here. Then it's this way. Now you need to give yes. Okay, here it is as here it is getting failed. Why? Because here it is showing the permission denied. What is the permission? It will do ls-l to test. Okay, so here it is having the permission as what is the permission? 6 6 then 4. Okay, so always remember when you try to connect to the AWS server by using PEM file, you need to give the 400 permission. Okay, what I'll do is chmod 400. Okay, 400 then the PEM file name. Okay, that's it. Now again, if I want to connect, again I need to give the same command. Okay, now you can see this is connected, that is 10.0.5.62. Okay, now let us just confirm it whether this is the correct one or not. Okay, I went to the AWS console and here this is the DB server 10.0.5.62. Okay, so yes, this one. Now I have told you, right, once you connected to the server which are in private, then you need to check whether internet is there or not. So here I'm checking by this one in google.com. Yes, internet is there. Okay, so first of all we need to install database. For which type of database we will be using? We are using MongoDB. So sudo update. First of all, whenever you are connected to any server, fresh server, you need to update. Earlier also I have told you. So yeah, this is the correct process. Okay, now you need to install MongoDB? That is also the other doubt people have, how you need to do. Okay, so here if you will go to browser and if you want, if you search, okay, install MongoDB, then you will definitely find. Okay, so what we will do is, here I am in the browser. Let me go to Google and here I'll search it. Okay, MongoDB install. Okay, see here I have I went to this MongoDB, install MongoDB. Then here it is the install MongoDB community edition. Then I need to select on install on Linux. Okay, then what I need to do here, wait, it is coming, let us wait. Yes, now install on Linux. Which kind of Linux you want? Here we want Ubuntu, right? So let me go to other browser. Okay, I want to install in MongoDB, right? So here install on MongoDB. Sorry, I want to install in Ubuntu. Okay, so I went to here Ubuntu. Okay. Okay. Now this is the command. What is the first command? We need to install GNUPG, then the curl if they are not there. Okay. So I have copied that command. Then I went here. Then I need to run. Okay. So here you can see, right, 0 upgraded, 0 newly installed. That means those packages, that is GNUPG and this call, which are already installed. Okay, so here you can see, right, curl is already the newest version, so that's why it has not installed, and GNUPG is also already installed, that's why it is not been installed. Okay, next command. Next command is we need to import the MongoDB public GPG key. Okay, so let me copy it and paste it over here. Okay, this is also done. Next, we need to create a list file for MongoDB. Okay, so this is the repository things it is creating. Okay, so you just need to copy and paste it. Then next one is we need to reload the local package of the database. How we need to reload? Sudo apt-get update. Okay. Yes, now it is updated. Now, what is the next command? We need to install MongoDB. Okay. So this is the command to install MongoDB. Okay, now it is been installing. So once MongoDB is once MongoDB will install, then we will see whether MongoDB is running or not. If it is running, in which port it is running. If it is not running, why it is not running. Okay, so in that way we will debug if there will be any issue. Okay, so now sudo systemctl, then the status, then MongoDB. Okay, so here it is showing this is installed, but it is not started. Okay, how I came to know? Here it is showing active status, inactive or dead. Okay, so before that what we need to do is that we need to do one configuration changes. Okay, so what is the configuration changes? Okay, let me start it, then I'll show you. Sudo system ctl strt start mongodb.service. Okay, now it is running. Okay, MongoDB is running. Earlier it was inactive, now it is showing active. Okay, fine. Now let us see on which port MongoDB is running. So for that we need to run the command net sudo net stat hyphen lntp. I know it will failed. Okay, yes, it is failed. Why it is failed? Because this init stat command, it is not getting find. So how we need to use this command? We need to install one package called net hyphen tools. Okay, sudo apt-get install, then the package name. Okay, net hyphen tools tools. Okay, so yes, now it is being installing. Yes, it will take some time. Yes, it is done. Now if you want to run this netstart lntp. Okay, yes, you can see it, right? MongoDB is running, but MongoDB is running on which IP? It is running on 127.0.0.1. That means on localhost it is running. But if you see our application, our application layer need to talk to this db layer. Okay, so that's why we need to remove that 127.0.1.0.1 with the server's private IP. Okay, so how we need to do? Sudo vi slash etc mongodb.conf. This is the configuration file of MongoDB. Then here you need to go here. Okay, this is the bind IP. Okay, in this bind IP I want to change. Okay, so which IP I need to give? I need to give the DB servers IP. Okay, so DB servers private IP. How I can give? If I go to here, this is the DB server private IP, correct? So here I'll paste it. Yes, now I have done. I have. Okay, so always remember, whenever you have done any changes in the configuration file, you need to restart it. Okay, so here I have changed the MongoDB configuration file, so I need to restart the MongoDB. How I need to do restart this MongoDB? That is the command sudo systemctl, then restart, then mongodb.service. Okay, yes, MongoDB is restarted. Now let me check whether MongoDB is running or not. How I can check? There is two way. One is systemctl status MongoDB. Second one is port. By port also I can check. Okay, how I can check? Let me show you. Yes, MongoDB is running. When it is running? 15 seconds ago. Okay, that means when I have restarted it, again it has restarted and it is active. Okay, next thing is as we have already changed the IP. Okay, let us see whether the IP is changed here or not. Okay, next start LNTP. See, now this IP is changed. Earlier it was 127.0.0.1. Now the IP is 10.0.5.61. Okay. Now next, the database configuration is completed now. Excuse me. So what we need to do now, we need to go to the application layer. Okay, so what is the how we have connected to the other layer, like other layer server, that is database layer server. Same way you can connect to the application layer server. Okay, so here this is the application layer servers IP. Okay, here I have copied and I'll paste it. Yes, it is now being asking to connect. Yes, now it has connected. Okay, 236 is the last one. Okay, this is also 236. As I already told you earlier, whenever you connected to any private subnet server, let before going or before proceeding further, you need to see whether that internet is running or not. Okay, internet access is there or not. So for that, ping google.com. Okay, fine. Yes, it is fine. It is working fine. Internet is there. Okay. Now here, what we need to do is we need to install Docker, and let us see how we need to how we will do. Okay. So here, if you will run the command, like how we will do. Okay. So install Docker. Everything is available in the documentation. Okay. So here you need to select which type of OS or in which OS you want to install Docker. Okay. So here I want to install Docker in Ubuntu. Okay. So here if you will see, this is okay. Run the following command to uninstall the conflicting packages. Here you can run this one. Okay, or if you want to skip also you can skip, but let me run it. Okay. Hmm. Yes, it is unable to locate the package, and that means yes, nothing is in there. Okay, so now what we will do is we will install Docker. First one is we will update. Okay, whatever command is there to install Docker, we will proceed one by one. Okay, once you have updated the packages, then you need to install CA certificate and curl. Okay. Yes, that is done. Then I'm installing this one. Then you need to do this one also. I have already explained how to install Docker in my earlier session. If you want to see those video in Docker playlist, it is there. Okay. So here I'm not explaining further because this is the project one, right? So if I'll explain, it will take some more time. Okay. So here one by one we are doing. Right. Now what we'll do is next one is we'll update. Okay. So once we'll update, we'll install Docker. Okay. So here if you will see how to install Docker, this is the command. Okay. Yes, now the Docker is installed. Let us wait for some time until here it will be updated. Okay, so next task is what we will do is we will run the Docker command from Ubuntu user without having sudo and with sudo also. So what will happen is without sudo it will get failed. Okay, then with sudo it will get. Okay, so sudo docker docker ps, it is showing it. Okay, but if you will remove sudo, it will get failed. Okay, yes, it is getting failed. So how we need to like fix this issue? Okay, so there is command to okay, so these are the process, like command I have already written here. I'll paste it in our chat so that you can not chat in the description so that you can refer. Okay, fine. Next, what we are doing is in the application layer, right? Here we need to uh, run this command, user mode command. Okay, next one. Next one is permission. Okay, to the this one. Yes, it is done. Now if we'll run the docker command without sudo, it will work. Okay, and this is the repository for this aquila cms project. Okay, so now I need to clone it, right? So here you can just copy it, and here you need to do. Okay, same way I have cloned it. Okay, now if we'll do ls, that this is created. Okay, now I need to go to that directory, that is aquila cms. Fine. Now ls, now we need to go to one directory, that is vi scripts. Inside that we need to change the okay, I'll show you what we need to change. We need to change the MongoDB IP here. Okay, see, I have already told you earlier that the application layer here, this application layer need to talk to the database layer. Then how we need to communicate, right? So that communication need to mention here. Okay, this is the database one. Okay, so here we need to give the database server private IP. Okay, so here I will go database server. I'll copy and I'll paste it where, in MongoDB section. Okay, MongoDB is this one. Insert, then I'll paste it. Yes, now it is done. Okay, fine. Now what we need to do is we have already written the Docker file by which we will up our Aquila CMS application. Okay, so if you want to cat, this is the Docker file. Okay, create the image. What image? I need to create the Docker image. From where? I need to create the Docker image from this Docker file. So for that, what is the command? Docker um, Docker build, then hyphen t. What is the tag I want to give? I want to, let me giving the name as AQUILA, and where your Docker file is present. My Docker file is present in same directory. That's why I'm giving dot. Okay, that's it. Now it is creating the image. So once the image will be created, next thing need to do is we need to create the container. Okay, so let us wait, let us see. And when we will create the container, we will give the port, like port forwarding. Okay, so that from application layer, sorry, from the web layer, then to the application layer, there should be the communication. Okay, so that communication also we need to establish. I'll show you how to do. Okay, it is running. Okay, so here you can see, right, 52 second, yeah, 53 second, so it is taking some time. So when you will do this project, always recommend is try to create by t3.medium, and disk space is around 15 to 20 GB you can take, because on this application it will create, like it will take more disk space. Okay, so that is one thing I need to add. See, now here what is happened is your image is created. Okay, how you can see, the command is docker images. Okay, here you can see, right, docker image is created. Now what is the next? I have already told you, we need to create the container. The command is docker run hyphen it, then hyphen d. That means first one is hyphen it, that means interactive terminal, then hyphen d details. So always remember, if you are doing a detached mode command, then hyphen it is not required, right? Then the port forwarding, hyphen p on which port you want to run 30. Okay, so here it is already mentioned 3010. So let us wait same port. Okay, 3010 from the containers, from the Docker engine side, and the container side also 3010. And what is the image name? This is my image name, correct? So I'll let me paste it. Okay, here also I have mentioned the same way. Okay, so you can refer those command also. Okay, so here, yes, now it is done. If I want to run Docker PS, it will show us the container. See, here it is showing the container is created when 7 seconds ago, and it is running on 3010. Okay, fine. Now the application layer task is done. Now what we need to do is we need to go to the web tile layer. Okay, so in web tile layer, what we need to do, we need to install Nginx. Okay, so what I'll do is, what is the command to install Nginx? That is sudo apt-get install Nginx. But before that, what we'll do, as that was the freshly created the server, so we need to update the packages, correct? So apt-get update. Now it is being updating. Next one is we need to install the Nginx. Okay, all these steps are easy, so if you go through one by one command, you can understand. Okay, now um, sudo apt-get install nginx. Okay, nginx, yes. Yes, it is installing. Yes, now it is installed successfully. So what we need to do? We need to check whether that Nginx is running or not. Sudo systemctl status status Nginx. Okay, yes, Nginx is running. Okay, so if you need to check on which port it is running, you need to run the command sudo net start space lntp, but it will throw the error that that command is not found, right? So for that, what you need to do, you need to install net tools, net hyphen tools, net tools. Okay, sudo apt-get, sorry, my bad luck, I have mentioned wrong command, apt-get, that is install. Okay, net tools. It is being installing. Yes, it is installed. Now sudo net start hyphen lntp. Yes, now it is running on port 80. So if you want to verify, how you can do is you need to copy the public IP of web server. Okay, so here I am copied. Okay, then I will copy to paste it here, and let us see whether it is coming or not. Yes, it is coming. Okay, now what we'll do is, once this is done, then we will send like we will configure our URL. Okay, we'll configure our URL with Nginx. Okay, so for that, what we need to do is we need to create one configuration file, which we need to mention in /etc nginx sites hyphen available. Inside that, we need to create the configuration file. So if you want to see, I'll show you that also. So here, okay, here I need to create etc nginx sites available. Okay, inside that, what we need to give, we need to give the our URL, the application URL. Okay, so let me do it. Okay, nginx, then here, then I need to copy. Okay, so here what earlier I have told you, right? From this application, sorry, from this web tier layer, it need to talk to the application layer. How it need to talk? We need to make the configuration. Okay, so that configuration we are doing here. Okay, so here instead of this IP, we need to give our application layer IP. Okay, so application layer private IP. What is the application layer private IP? If you go here, application layer server, this is my private IP. Okay, so if I copy and let me delete it, I pasted here. Okay, let me explain you here. So server name, what is the server name you want to give? Okay, so here I am using giridevops.online. This is my domain which I have purchased from Namecheap. Okay, so there I have created another another one, like there it is it is present there. Okay, so if you want I can show you later. Then so for example here I am giving the myapp.giridevops.online. So if you want to create another one, you can give your domain name, and before that you can give like a um, e-commerce dot your domain name, like that. Whatever you want you can give. Okay, then the location is slash, then the proxy path. Okay, so proxy path you can give http colon where it is running your application, where your application is running. Our application running on 10.0.0.236 colon 3010. I hope you remember earlier I have shown you, right? So in that way we can configure. So everything I'll mention in our description section. Okay, so now it is ready. Okay, so now once that is done, we need to run another command. Okay, so here it will create the symbolic link. Okay, so here it will do. Okay, it is done. Now what we will do is we need to here always remember, whenever you have created or you have modified anything in the nginx configuration file, then you need to check nginx -t before reload nginx or before restart nginx, because if anything misconfiguration here in the nginx, then what will happen is your nginx application will completely block. Okay, it will fail. So there will be the issue. Okay, so to overcome that issue, or to get rid of that issue, what you need to do is before reload the nginx or restart the nginx, first test the configuration whether you have done it properly or not. So what is the command? Sudo nginx space hyphen t, sudo nginx hyphen t. Okay, see here it is showing the configuration file is okay. There is no need to change anything. Okay, fine. Now what I'll do is I'll just reload nginx. Okay, nginx is reloaded. Now my a domain provider, that is Namecheap. So here, this is my one domain, that is giridevops.online. How I need to map it to the server is, once you need to click to manage. Inside the manage, there will be the advanced option. Okay. Don't. Okay. So here I am going to advanced DNS. Inside the advanced DNS, I need to add the A record. So here I have selected as a record, and here I need to give, as I have already given there, same one, my app. Okay, my app, and what is the IP address? Here the IP address will be the public IP of app server, sorry, web server. Okay, so this is the web server public IP, and here the public IP I have pasted here. Okay. Then the TTL time. Okay, so TTL net I am giving, as this is my test environment, 1 minute. Then I save it. Once you saved it, it will take some time. Okay. It will take some time to reflect. How you need to check whether it is reflecting or not. So for there, the command is nslookup, then your uh, domain name. So my domain name is this one. Copy, then paste it. Okay. Now you can see when I'm doing nslookup with my URL, it is showing this IP. Okay, so here let us see whether this IP is web server's IP or not. Yes, this is the web server IP. That means the con- uh, when you will hit the URL, that is myapp.griddevops.online, then the request will get or will receive to the web server. So here now what we need to do is we need to just re-verify whether it is working properly or not. So I need to copy the URL, then I need to go to incognito, and incognito I'll paste it. Yes, it is coming fine. See here, it is coming. Okay. Now what I need to do is, here it is showing not secure, but in production everything need to be secure. That means here it is listing on HTTP. So we need to make it HTTPS. That means SSL certificate need to be attached. Now how SSL certificate need to be attached? So here if you will run this command, you can do. But let me show you how it is working. So here you need to search like install SSL certificate using shutbot. So here this is the official website. Always follow official website. See, here, if you go to the official website of Shutput, there is the option. My HTTP website is running. My HTTP website is running on which software? Here you need to select. Here our HTTP website is running on Nginx, right? So here you can select on, for example, here I am selecting Ubuntu 20. It will show us the command. So here we need to install the snapd. So to install the snapd, the command is apt-get install snapd. So here I just copy, then I'll run it over here. But my session is expired. Let me connect once again. Yes, it is snapd was already installed, so it was not installed. Then remove shutbot auto. We need to remove it. It is removed. Then we need to install shutbot. It is installing. Yes, shutbot is successfully installed. Then we need to prepare the shutbot command. So that soft link also it is creating. Next is uh, how you like to run your shutbot. Okay, so here I am running this command. What this command will do, that here we will get the certificate. Okay, so how we are getting, like only we are getting http, then myapp.griddevops.online, but after this command we will get like https. Okay, that SSL certificate will come. email ID. So if I don't have my email ID, I need to give it here. Let me aborted this. Once again, I'll run. Then whether you want to read the term of service, yes, I want to read. Then if you want to uh, receive any email from chatbot, yes, I want to receive. Then on which name you would like to active your HTTPS. So that number I need to select. So here I want on this SSL certificate I want. So I have selected as 1. Now it is showing requesting a certificate for my app.grid DevOps online. See, now it is successfully deployed certificate my app grid DevOps.online. So now what I will do, let me copy this and go to incognito and let me search whether the, see, earlier it was showing not secure. Just right side to that browser I am running this. See, now it is, earlier it was showing that not secure, but now it is showing connection is secure. And here if you will click on certificate valid, it will show who has provided the certificate. So here the organization, that is Let's Encrypt certificate, was created. Sorry, Let's Encrypt certificate was that organization has provided the SSL certificate. And when the validity period like 1 month, sorry, not 1 month, that is 3 months. Okay, so February 13 it has created, and my May 13 it will be finished. So then always remember in production, what will happen is, suppose you forget that your SSL certificate will expire. Suppose we have we did not monitor the URL. Then what will happen is, on 13 May after 6:55 our SSL certificate will be, it will show us this way, not secure, which is the issue in the production. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to monitor the URL as well. So that I'll show you in later session. So fine, now our application is ready. Then next command is, what we will do, because this is not the e-commerce application, right? So here it is showing, first of all we need to create the details, we need to create the configuration detail. So here the name, what is the name? Here the name is my application name, I can give it here. So here my site name is this one, and here the database details you need to give. So here the database is, you need to give your database server private IP. Then the private IP is this one, you need to, okay. So here you need to give the database name. When we were doing the database, that time it was there, right? So you need to give the test. Now we need to click on test connection. See, it is showing the successfully connected. Then you need to give your administrator first name. Suppose I need to give my first name, not administration last name. So, then my mail ID, then the password. Then I need to click on save configuration, and let us wait until it is finished or not. Well, let us wait. Configuration and saving the information. So once it will be successfully happened, then it will show us that you need to restart your server. Then you need to reload the page. It's showing the 5 not for gateway timeout. What is the error? Here I have done the misconfiguration, that is HTTPS. I need to give. Yes, now it is showing congratulations, install is done. Please restart your server. So now what we will do is we will restart our Docker container. Now, how will you start the Docker container? Let me go to the application layer. Here, this is my app server, right? I need to go to app server. So for that, SSH-I, then the PEM file, then the username, then the IP. Now I am inside the application server. So if I run the command, that docker ps, this is the command to see the running container. Now I want to restart the container. How I need to restart? First of all, I need to stop it, then I'll start it. Docker stop, then the container name, sorry, container ID. It will take some time because the container is running mode, so it will take some time to stop. Then don't put control C, or it will take some time. Okay, so yes, now it is stopped. If you want to see, if you run the command docker ps, it will not show that running container. So if you want to see the stop container, docker ps hyphen aq. See, this is the containers which is stopped. Now we need to restart, sorry, we need to start. Start, docker start, then the container id. That's it. See, now if we will do docker ps, yes, it is absolutely running fine. Now here I have already told you, here also it is mentioned, you need to restart your server, then refresh the page. Now I'm refreshing the page, control shift r. Let us wait. Yes, congratulations, our application, that is e-commerce application, is running. Here it is running on HTTPS, that is connection is secure. It is running in secure mode. So this is the e-commerce application, and this is one project you can mention in your resume also. Like you have done one e-commerce project, and in this project, whatever you have done, you can mention. You can try on your own also. So here, if you want to go to your my account, here all these things are mentioned here. Then if you want to order something from the restaurant, you can do in this way. So this is one demo application, I can say, but this is a very good application which is provided by AquilaCMS. Okay, so this you can try, and let me know in the comment section whether you have successfully done or not, or if you need any help, let me know in the comment section. Yes, that's it for today. So thank you all of you for watching the video, and please do like and share and subscribe the channel if you like it. Once again, thank you so much.